Hello traders, the title of the video is Market Principle Trading Example for Beginner Traders. Alright, so what I mean by beginners traders is somebody that is very new to the topic of market principle. Somebody who has been neglecting the market principle. All right. So we use a market principle to build a robust trading system, trading strategy, trading methods. All right. So the reason why some of the hedge funds are making a lot of money in the financial market is not because they are brighter than you guys, it's because they are using specific market principle. Without that, they can be risking those sort of money and they can be making money, okay, like a crazy donkeys. All right. You like that? Good. So, a market principle is something that is true in a financial market. All right. That's very simple. That's the truth. The truth shall set you free. That's it. So, market principle is something that is true. Usually, you'll be true on every time frame. You'll be true in many situation. So we are talking at least is true 80% of the time, something like that. Okay. So I want to give you one example. Okay, as a beginner trader, and I want to encourage you to be highly interested in this topic of market principle. That will help you to improve your trading. Okay, even your trading strategies. It's all down to market principle. That's it. If without those market principles, the hedge fund cannot make money, all right? All the proprietary traders out there cannot make a lot of money in the financial market. It's all down to the market principles. So you may see that the market is chaotic, unpredictable, all right? No one knows what will happen, but there are things that are happening constantly. Those are the things that we are calling truth. And the first example that I want you to stick in your mind is that the market, the first principle that I want to share with you today, is that a financial market is always correcting distortions. If there is a distortion, the market will try to correct it. All right, this is a market very simple. So there are some people who build trading system, trading algorithm, trading robot out there, and all they are doing, they're just trading those correction when the market is about to correct a distortion. Now, the number one enemy of an investor is a distorted price action. So that's why professional traders always have a two or three data source. So what do I mean by that? So you are trading now, okay? So you have a data from one broker. They will not use only one broker. They will use two or three brokers. So they want to see multiple data because if the data is wrong, coming through your computer is wrong, or is delayed, or is distorted, well, they're going to lose money. But sometimes it's not the data that is wrong. It's the price structure, price exhibiting a distortion. And when that has been prolonged and is happening, all right, the market will try to correct it. The market does not like a distortion because it creates a very bad situation. Very often, you may see after that a sharp correction. People lose money, uh, and people run away from the financial market when they see too much distortions. All right, so the market is always busy correcting the distortion. So, financial market is always correcting distortion. I want to show you one distortion on this chart. It's what we call the vertical price move. If the price is going up, commodity future indices, currency, and so on, going up, any financial instrument, looking at the chart, it's going up, it will go up gently, like the plane is taking off. This is what I call a diagonal price move, gently like this. But when it goes vertical, it's a distortion, and the price will try to correct it. So what I'm doing here, talking to beginners traders and those that are interested in this topic of market principle, because we have hundreds of market principle, and I'll be sharing them with you in the near future. Are you interested? Let us know in the comment section. Say, George, I want you to talk more about market principle. If I see only one comment or only 10, then I know that, okay, people are not interested in this important topic. You see here, did the price go vertical? Yes. In fact, all the way here. Let's just assume that it was distorted up to here. It went vertical, okay? This is a distortion because it's not a diagonal price move. Here, this is a normal price progression here. Here, this is a normal price progression. Here, it start going normal, then look, it just went vertical. And very often, the price will try to correct it. This is what's happening here. This is a correction of a distortion. In fact, when you see that, you see the first candlestick bar here, this is a specific candlestick bar. It's a candlestick bar with a long shadow piercing through a key level. So there was a key level here. That's why I didn't want to extend my line here, because there was a resistance here. This candlestick bar and this one, okay, they are highlighting a resistance zone. So this one is piercing through it. We may say that there were sellers there. So when you see that candlestick bar with a long shadow like this, after a distortion, be ready to sell. Use different time frame trading method to sell, to time the market carefully and to sell. If the market start correcting the distortion, what I say to traders is to highlight the range of the distortion. So that's the top of the distortion, that's the low of the distortion. The first reaction very often, the minimum correction, the price may correct only half of the distortion. But the intention of the market, talking about medium term to long term, is to one day cancel the distortion completely. So as you can see now, as I divide this measure stick into two, you see that the market has already corrected half of the distortion. So from here, you may decide to go up for a while, okay, blah, 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 blah. But over the time, one day, the price will come back, okay, to this level. One day you come back and cancel it completely. So the first reaction, the market very often, when it starts correcting the distortion, we are looking for it to correct at least 30% of it. You may notice sometimes that we may see some distortion, all right, especially during the third Elliott wave. For those of you who understand Elliott wave, when we see a vertical price move, very often during the third Elliott wave, all right. When you see a distortion during the third Elliott wave, do not assume that the price will cancel it straight away. This is a very important point. Very, very important point for those of you who understand Elliott wave. If you see a distortion in the third Elliott wave, do not expect the price quickly to correct that distortion. The price may correct the distortion during the corrective phase. I'm speaking to those who understand Elliott wave. We don't want to bore new traders. So this is one example of a market principle. The market is always correcting distortion. One example of a market distortion is a vertical price progression. When the price is correcting a vertical distortion, the first point we wanted to bring it to correct it to is to the midpoint of the range of the distortion. Talking about medium term to long term, the price in the future, okay, may cancel completely the distortion. For those of you who understand the Elliott wave, do not expect the price to correct the distortion straight away. The correction may take place only during the corrective wave. Am I talking too much? You have any question, suggestion, blah, 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 please let us know in the comment section. And in due course, I will be recording another video to answer your specific question. If this video has been useful to you, please give us the thumbs up, please. If you think that, Joe, you haven't done anything good today, mark it down. If you say, Joe, that was amazing, Feel free to share it on the social media. Subscribe to our YouTube channel 2 for Stock Trader. Digit 2, digit 4, Stock Trader. Be sure to click on the notification bell so anytime we record a new video, you will be the first person to be notified. Sometimes I may change my mind and post this video at Joe Trio YouTube channel. So if you are watching at Joe Trio channel, you say, well, it's a 2 for Stock Trader. It's the same person. Until the next time, enjoy yourself and be very happy. We are the TSTW24 traders talking about market principle trading, example for beginner traders. Thank you for watching, and I will speak to you soon. Happy trading to you all.